I think this is one of the most important things you can ask yourself if you're trying to figure out if you're ready to start a business. So the reason why I can attest to this is before I started doing YouTube videos and now I'm a corporate exec at a Fortune 500 company, I had my own business for about 6 years, right? And it was one of the grittiest experiences of my life, right? I had no idea what I was doing. I second guessed every step of the way. We hit a $10 million valuation around year 3 or year 4, and we held on to it, and guess what? It went back to 0. But the lessons that we learned on the way wouldn't change it for a thing. And today I wanted to do a video to really challenge everyone out there. If you're thinking about starting something, ask yourself, can you see it? Because I tell you right now, if you can see it, if you've got that burning idea inside you, that desire, that self-determination, that's probably the best thing that's going to serve you when you start a business, especially if you're a first-time founder and it's not your second or your third one. Right, and I'll tell you why. There's 4 things that people always talk about when it comes to a successful startup or a successful business. I'm going to start from the bottom up. And it might surprise you because the stuff I put at the bottom, you probably thought was going to be number 1 or number 2. At number 4, we'll put the idea, which will shock a lot of people because they'll think, oh, if you've got a great idea that's plugging a gap in the market, you hire the right people, you've got a really good recipe for success. An idea is great, right? But everyone's got ideas. And coming a close second to the idea is execution, right? That's what you'll probably hear as the second best thing after the idea. It's not the idea, it's the execution. It's about finding the right co-founder. It's about all that jazz. You know, fair point, but it's not my top 2. At a close second to the first is attitude, right? Which kind of feeds into the whole can you see it mentality. You need to be ready, especially if you're a first-time founder, to go on this learning journey, right? Because whatever you launch, it's going to look nothing like what the product's going to turn into. You can be strict on the vision, but you can be loose on the details. Therefore, it can kind of change. And also, you need to be extremely self-motivated. You need to be an optimist. And this brings me to the first point and the whole point of this video, because you can't have this unless you can see it. Patience. The recipe to success in anything that I've done in life has been patience. Whether it's been with startups, whether it's been within my corporate career right now, even with this YouTube channel, it's going to come down to patience, right? Can you see it? Each of these stages of my career, I could see it. With the startups, I could see it. I felt it, right? And this is why I'm putting this video out there, because a lot of you can feel it. You can see it. So that should be enough for you to just get started and give it a shot, because you'll learn a ton, even if it isn't successful in the long term. Even this YouTube channel, I know it's going to be a success according to my definition because I'm going to see it through, right? I'm not even going to look at metrics for another couple of years, and I'm only 5 months in. Why I'm doing this in a very weird way, it's to set up intergenerational wealth in the form of attention for my kids, right? I don't make enough money today to buy a ton of properties to give to them when I croak it, but imagine if I do this for the rest of my life because I have fun with it, and one day I can hand over to my son or daughter this YouTube channel and communicate to the audience in a very authentic way. Hey, I know we've been talking about businesses and startups and life stuff, but they're going to talk about architecture or fishing, you know, or cars or whatever. And hopefully you connect with them the same way that you'll connect with me. You know, that's what I'm doing with this. And in order for that to be a success, as long as I get better with each video and I'm patient and not expecting this to fly off in the next year or 2, I'm going to succeed. I know I will. So, can you see it? Can you see it? Because if you can see it, give it a shot. It's never failed me. And I promise you, even if you don't make that idea or that startup work, you'll come out on the other end of it a leveled up person. So good luck. You got this, and get started. You got it.